welcome to Autobot YouTube channel. Myself Rahul Krishna. Today we are going to see how we can get the job details or how we can start a orchestrator job or how we can stop an orchestrator job using the UiPath Studio activities. So recently I have received few requests from a few of our community members asking how we can get the job related data from orchestrator in our automation process. Okay, or how we can manage the job from a automation process. So the answer is we have the ready-made activity that is available in UiPath for getting the status of the jobs that is part of a folder. Okay, so I'm going to show you like how you can get these details using the default activities that is available in UiPath Studio. And there are some other mechanism like you can use the API orchestrator APIs for getting this data as well. Okay, but these ready-made activities that is available in UiPath is very much handy. It's easy to use, and to get the detailed data about a job that is already executed in Orchestrator. Okay, so before that, what I'm going to do is let me open Orchestrator. Okay, let me create a new folder for this demo purpose. Okay, and here let me add some activity, maybe a right line activity. Hello, this is a demo project. Okay, so that's it. Let me save and let me create a new folder. Okay, so what we can do, let me go to tenant, let me go to folder. Okay, click here, create a new folder. Let me put it like a job demo. Okay, click on create. Now you can see a new folder is created, right? And now what I'm going to do is let me assign a machine as well to this. Settings, assign machine. I'm selecting this machine because this is configured with the license. So let me update. Okay, so I have created a new project, sorry, a folder, and I have assigned a machine as well. Now what is the next step? I'm going to publish this project, okay, to Orchestrator. So the name is Autobot Demo. Okay, next publish, let it publish. So it is compiling, then it will get published to Orchestrator, then we'll be able to see the success message, right? So this is a normal procedure. So let it complete this compiling part here. It has started the compiling. Okay, we got the success message, project published. Click on OK. Now what I'm going to do is, let me go to tenant, let me go to package. Okay, so here I can see a new package is published 11 seconds ago, right? The name is autobot.demo, autobot.demo. Now what I'm going to do is, let me go to this folder. Okay, I'm going to automation. Okay, I'm going to create a new process. I'm going to choose autobot.demo. This is a newly published package. Okay, the entry point is main. Next, I need to provide a name, right? Maybe job demo 1. Okay, I put it as job demo 1, and I'm not going to add any of these features. So this is like for managing the job from our assistant, and this is like whenever if you're starting assistant, it will get auto trigger, and this is like a for debugging purpose. So if we enable this, it will record the job execution, and this also it will help for the live troubleshooting. Okay, so I'm not going to give any of these things, and let me create it. Okay, and just run it. Okay, process name is job demo, and I'm going to execute with the default robot that is connected, right? So let me go to process again, add a new process. Okay, I'm going to select the same package. Okay, then click on next. I'm going to give it like a job demo 2. Okay, then click on create, start now, start. Okay, so let the second job also run. Okay, so we can see the first job is completed and second job also completed, right? Now what I'm going to do is, let me run the job again, start. Okay, so what is the process name? Let me execute job demo 2. Okay, click on start. Okay, and okay, so this also went successful. So we have to kill this as soon as possible. So what I'm going to do is, let me add a delay. Okay, I'm just going to add some delay. 10. Okay, so it will add up a 10-second delay. Let me publish again. Publish. Okay, it has published with a new version. Let me go here. Let me go to process. Okay, here I can see a new update is available. So let me click here, upgrade to latest version. Okay, confirm. Okay, so the first one, job demo 1 is updated with the latest version, right? So let me go here, click on start. I'm going to select a job demo 1. Let me start the execution. Okay, and here I'm going to this, and I'm going to stop it. Okay, let me stop the job. Now just consider, I have this many jobs already executed, right? I already executed this many jobs, and in monitoring also we can see these are the job history, right? And one job is currently running and it is trying to stop. Okay, so this is the current status. Okay, one is stopping. Now what I'm going to do is, let me go to a studio. Okay, and just consider, we want to see the status of the job that is executed in Orchestrator. How you can do that? Okay, for that, as I mentioned earlier, we have some activity that is already available in UiPath. So using that activity, we can get the status. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here. Okay, okay. So what I'm going to do is create a new sequence. Okay, I'm going to name it like job status. Okay, and here just search for job. Okay, so here you'll be getting 3 activities. One is get jobs, and another one is start job, and another one is stop job. Okay, and we have one more activity, get the current job info. This one I will be sharing in an another video. Okay, so let me drag and drop this activity, get jobs. Okay, I'm going to choose our folder, job demo. Okay, and if you want to add some filter, just consider, I just want to consider only the past jobs. Okay, then I can choose the state. Okay, state, what should be the state? It should be successful, right? If it is passed on, means it's a successful one. Just click on save. Okay, now in output we have to get a list of jobs. So I'm going to create the output variable, job data. Okay, so what is the type of the output? It's a IEnumerable, it's collection, right? Collection of orchestrator jobs. So now what I'm going to do is, let me add a for activity. Okay, let me drag and drop this for each activity. For each activity in job data. Okay, just consider, I just want to print the name of the job. Okay, so I'm going to use a message box. Okay, and let me put it like current item dot. Okay, so just take it the process name. Okay, so this is a process name plus status is a current item dot state. Okay, state dot to string. That's it. Click on save. Okay, now I'm just trying to execute this workflow. You see. Okay, so what is the status? The first job name is job demo 1. Status is successful. Second one is job demo 2. Status is successful. Third one is job demo 2 because we have executed 2 times is successful. And again job demo 1 I have executed, that is successful, right? And here, even here also you'll be able to see the status, right? We have executed 4 jobs, or even here also sorry, here also you'll be able to see the status. So let me try to execute again. Okay, job demo 1. Let me try to kill this process. Okay, kill it. Okay, now the status is stopped, right? Now what I'm going to do is, let me remove this filter. Okay, let me remove this filter. Okay, click on save. Now I'm going to execute. Okay, so currently in this folder, particular job demo folder, I have 5 jobs, right? I have 5 jobs, and one status is stopped. So it should give the list of jobs with the success as well as with faulted. So just consider in your use case, you want to see whether a particular job is faulted or not. If it is faulted, you want to start that job again. Okay, so that is your requirement. Then what you have to do, you have to set the filter. You have to set the filter as faulted. Okay, and if there is some entry, like if that particular job is faulted, then what you have to do, you have to use the start job activity to start that particular job again. Okay, so in this kind of situations or use cases, you can use this activity to start or stop your jobs based on the current status of the jobs. Okay, so let me try to execute it again. Okay, so first one, job demo status is success. Again, the next one also success, that is job demo 2. This is also success. This is success. And this is the last execution, right? Job demo 1 status is stopped because I killed that process from Orchestrator. Okay, so the status is stopped. So just consider, if a job status is stopped, you need to execute the automation process, or you need to start the automation process, right? Okay, then click on OK. Okay, so that's how you need to get the status of a job that is executed in Orchestrator. Okay, and the next activity is, let me disable this one also. The next activity is start job activity. Okay, so as I mentioned, like, just consider if one activity got faulted, okay, because of some error, and you want to start that job, means just get the status of that job. Okay, and if you are getting the status as stopped or faulted, you need to kickstart that process again, right? Then you can use the start job activity. So I will show you how you can use this activity. So we have to first select the folder. Okay, then you have to choose the job name. Okay, so let me give it like a demo 2. Okay, we don't need to go to manage process. Okay, so that's it. And as an output, we'll be getting the job ID. Okay, so just consider I'm creating a variable job ID. Okay, here I'm going to create a process ID. Okay, so that's it. Two variables we have created. One is process ID and one is a job ID. So let it start the execution and message box. I'm going to print process ID equal to plus process ID plus space and job ID equal to plus job ID, right? So let me try to execute. Okay, so let me go to automation, go to job. Okay, so here we can see a job has executed and the status is a success, right? So this is how we can execute the automation process, and we can get or we can trigger the automation process from our orchestrator, from our studio. Okay, so we have learned how we can start an automation process from our studio activity, right? And the next thing is stop job, right? Same like start, we may have to stop the job also, right? So here what we can do is provide the folder, like we have to give the orchestrator job ID as the job details, and the strategy, like if we want to stop or kill, that also we can provide. So here what we can do is, okay, so let me do one thing. Let me drag and drop this activity here. Okay, let me uncomment this. Okay, I'm going to add some filtering condition. Okay, state as running. Okay, just consider some process is running and I need to stop that process. Okay, and the process name, I want to select a process job demo 2, because for this job demo 2 I have added some delay, right? So let it run for some time. Okay, then we are getting the job. Okay, then enable it. Okay, then what we have to do, we need to stop the job, right? So what I'm going to do is, let me add it over here. Okay, current item, it should get stopped, and the strategy should be kill. Okay, I want to just kill that process. So that's it. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are getting the process is not declared. Okay, so here let me click on this process ID is scope. I'm going to change to sequence. This also I'm changing to sequence. Okay, now the issue is resolved. So what we are doing, we are first running a job. Okay, so it will take some time for the job, and meanwhile it will take or get all the jobs which is in running status, and it will directly stop. Okay, so that's what it is going to do. Let me run it. close. Okay, here you can see a new process is running. Okay, directly stopped, right? When it changed to running stage, it directly stopped that automation job. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, so this is how here it has shown like a running. It does mean like the current status is running, but in the orchestrator we can see the status got changed to stop because we used the stop job activity and it killed that automation process. Okay, so this is how our or how we can use this activity like a get job activity for getting the status of the job that are running in orchestrator, and start job activity to start a job. Like just consider if any of your automation process or job got faulted, and just consider you're going to check that job status, and if it is faulted you want to start that job, right? In this kind of situation you can use start job activity or stop job. Okay, based on some condition, just consider you want to stop a running job. Okay, or just consider it is in pending status. Okay, you want to stop the job, then you can use the stop job activity, and you can set the strategies as well, like whether you want to stop it or start that job. Sorry, stop or kill the job. Okay, so this is how you can get the status of job activity in orchestrator using the UiPath Studio activity. Okay, so if there is any confusions regarding this activity, please do comment in the comment section. I can help you. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. Bye.